Hello, citizens of Tamriel. I'm here once again with ESO. Last episode, I finished up 2 quest lines kind of back to back. If you saw my map prior, before I finished them up, I did this Starved Plain quest line on my way to get down here. I'm actually thinking I'm going to make a beeline and start doing the main storyline missions. Reason being is when you complete one of the quests for the main storyline missions, you get a skill point. And as of right now, I kind of need those. And now that I did that, you can see that the Spectral Warriors will ignore me. But I do ever so much need skill points. I'm starting to get to the point where I need the skill points. Cannot stress that enough. So, anytime you are feeling that you're leveling slowly, but you still need to get skill points to keep your skills up there, do the main storyline. I want to say there's 6, I could be wrong, 6 little missions for the storyline, maybe 8. I know that's a big jump, but 6 or 8. I could be wrong about that. Maybe there's 10. Maybe there's an odd number. I don't know. Cannot remember. The main storyline missions are solo, so you will never be able to work with somebody. So if you're running with a group of people, like I normally run with my wife when I do stuff, except for obviously for the filming of this, I'm soloing. If you run with a group of people, you all have to do them separately. You can still do them at the same time, because me and my wife normally, when we're doing the main storyline missions, we run them side by side. She'll be doing them while I'm doing them and whatnot, but it's also easier because we're both in the same room on the same couch.
I hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige.
Do you? Because I'm pretty sure I'm wearing different shoes, dude. But, yeah. You do have to do them solo. And they do have, like, healers, be warned, they will be somewhat challenging. My wife is a pure healer, almost no DPS whatsoever, and she did have somewhat of a challenge. She did manage to do it, but it took time and patience. 2 things I...
Welcome to the Harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it. Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past. Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events.
I've done this 3 other times, if not more. Please don't. Oh, he made me do it.
Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death.
Now, this first quest, the Harborage quest...
I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study.
Please, so I can talk. I know you want to give us a history lesson, but
the
most
scrolls
people don't
allowed
care.
me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world.
double invisibility. Now, this one here, there's zero fighting. Zero.
The
It's
prophecies of the
literally
Elder
all him
Scrolls are
talking.
a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them. I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions. The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn.
Skyrim reference.
The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate. The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the king of worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings. Manamako convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender. Manamako the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness. Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
I do wish that we could be necromancers in here and raise skeletons and things like that. That is like the one thing that annoys me about Elder Scrolls.
The Dragonfire Brazier. Manamako, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manamako, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Oh, who pushed me? I didn't go forward.
Varen Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manamako, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Moloch Baal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh, forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
Oh, bright light.
The ritual tore the veil between Nairn and Oblivion, allowing Mannimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the Dark Anchors and initiate the plane melt. Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nairn. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. Mannimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nairn was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Moloch Baal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nairn from their hosts. Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Mannimarco and delivered to Cold Harbor, the realm of Moloch Baal. Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Mannimarco and his worm cult. When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Mannimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Cold Harbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me. The truth is always a threat to evil men. Mannimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nairn's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Moloch Baal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me.
Which makes me wonder if Malabog...
Long ago was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Moloch Baal the opportunity he desired.
But if...
Moloch Baal's dark anchors pierce the torn veil and seek to draw Nairn into the depths of Cold Harbor. These terrible engines of destruction have been appearing all throughout Tamriel.
And there are 3 in each little region in Tamriel that of the anchors. Destroying them gives you a chest that typically gives you some decent gear. And you can repeat it, so you can sit there and farm the same one over and over again.
If the Lord of Brutality and Domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plane melt. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. And so it falls to us, Vestige. We must stop Moloch Baal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage? As you say.
But, like I was gonna ask, if Moloch Baal is trying to cover up the fact that Nern, Tamriel, is vulnerable, who's he covering it up from?
And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now. And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone. We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met. Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time. Mannimarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies. Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vestige.
he obviously doesn't know my character because I walk in the darkness. So, I will show you a neat little trick that you can sit there and farm the main quest for the Ebonheart pack. Obviously, I don't really know much of the other two factions because all my characters have been a part of the Ebonheart pact. I got a Nord Great Weapon Fighter, or in this case, two-handed weapon fighting. I have a Dark Elf Sorcerer. I have a Argonian Templar, which is my tank character. And I have my Imperial Nightblade. Or, in this case, I haven't... But anyway, as soon as you leave the Harbridge, there's this mountain here. If you just kind of follow the mountain ridge, there is a Sky Shard. And again, I'll show you on the map. But there's also another trick, and this helps farm. Once you get to the Sky Shard...
Seek me by the cliffs outside Devon's Watch. Hurry.
Once you get to the Sky Shard, he will call you back. And he does this every single time. I don't know if it's a glitch, maybe you only have to wait a few minutes, I don't know. But that's literally all you have to do is walk to that. I see a goat. Okay, so nothing's reversed. Something did respawn. A lot of stuff respawned. I wonder if that means the backpack respawned. Nope. And then on this table here, there'll be some lore books that you can find. They're only about the companions, but that's it. But they're still lore books.
It is good to see you again, and I do see you in my own way. You're a wound in time, a tear in reality that shouldn't exist and cannot long endure. Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the 5 companions. I have finally located Lyris Titanborn in Cold Harbor. She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molog Baal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that dark realm, but you must go quickly. Tread carefully in Molog Baal's realm. You are important. The scrolls have so named you. After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. She toils endlessly making weapons for the enemy. The God of Schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing his way into my mind, he inadvertently opened his own thoughts to me, and thus created a chink in his own. We are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. He feels my presence, and it fills him with rage. When you enter the Foundry to recover Lyris, I can keep his attention focused on me. He will be blind to you for a time. It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Molog Baal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to distract him in this manner whenever you travel there.
So the video's almost at 20 minutes. I should be able to get this one done in 10.
You're alive. Are you really here, or is this another trick? Vinny's still alive. Thank the gods. But you can't stay. You have to leave before they find you here. You don't understand. They've done something to me. I can't leave. It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented, ripped apart. And all the fragmented pieces have been locked away in different parts of the Foundry. I've tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage, my sense of self. I'm an empty shell. And the fragments are reflections of my worst fears and most painful memories. I can't. I don't think I can face them. I'll do my best. Lead on.
I didn't notice there was something over here. I was hoping for like a bookshelf or something.
These lost souls are barely aware of their humanity. The guards don't even beat them
You!
anymore.
Back to work, slave! Turn out!
And I don't know if I've said this before, but next month when my ESO Plus account expires, I will be buying my vampirism because I don't feel like it'll take too long to find a blood fiend.
Looks like my childhood home in Skyrim. My parents'
And
graves.
I don't feel like asking for help.
My
Well, if
mother
one of
died
you
in
guys
childbirth. My
are
father was
playing
distant.
and you're a vampire
cold.
and want to bite
I
me.
think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa? Is that you?
Bleed, you bastard! Die like the monster you are! Her mind and soul are already ours. Abandon your pathetic rescue.
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you? In life, I was Gyalda, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought my torment would never end. I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here? Lyris, is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child. Just as I love you. More than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now.
I feel so short. I like come
Be
up to her
at peace.
breast.
He's
Look
gone.
at that.
Come on, let's get out of here.
I mean, I know she's half giant,
This
but
place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here.
That now makes me like feel really insecure about my size.
Do you think this is a test of some kind? I'm not sure why the Daedra would pick this moment in my life to...
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes her run 50 laps this time.
Not gonna lie, that's...
Let's get back to it. Act natural.
I need to look that up to see if that's who I think it is, but I'm pretty sure that's... can't think of his name. He played Spike Spiegel. Stephen Bloom. Or Blum.
Did you find something? I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. A warrior without her armor is like a bear without claws.
Gotta look away. Be nice.
Excellent.
I'm gonna kill these guys because I mean, I don't get a lot of experience for it, and I am running low on time, but I feel like I need to kill these guys.
Wretched Nord slave. You will.
I really need to look that up to see if that is him. So it's gonna bother me. A Nod bone. I broke the game for a second. My character wasn't moving. Oh, my back.
Watch your step. All the mining has made these tunnels unstable.
I'm thinking the game's having some lag issues. Over here, so let's invest. Nothing. Just a tunnel to make me go and waste time. So again, for those who are wondering, my build is going to be pretty much self-reliance, and I'm going to try to get my crit up at least to 50%.
I should have expected to find you here.
My crit
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Manny Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe. It's good to have you back. Are you thirsty for Daedric blood, old friend?
I'm not doing half badly, right? Crap. When he does that, you definitely want to do your best and get him off of you, because he will do a lot of damage. Talk to her.
My axe. Oh, it feels good to have it back. It's part of me. Losing it was like losing an arm. I don't know. I don't trust him, and I never will. It's odd. The blind hatred I felt when I saw him... I could have strangled him with my bare hands. But now... I think he was right. That hatred was poisoning me. Better. Stronger. Almost whole again. Isn't that strange? I feel powerful enough to take on Uriel the Unfeathered himself. I feel like a warrior again. We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is blocked by a rock slide. But now that I have my axe back, I might be able to break through it.
I don't see how an axe is gonna break through. Let's see, is she gonna
Stand back.
Chris Redfield
No
this?
damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now.
Yep. Chris Redfield the thing. For those who don't know the Chris Redfield,
So many
meme,
daydream beasties, so little time.
definitely should go check
We need
that
to
out.
keep moving.
It's like one of the only things in Resident Evil freaking 5 that made that game somewhat enjoyable. It wasn't even a freaking good thing. Killed off my favorite character. Definitely feel like I need to find out if increasing healing receipt is actually going to help my blades. I hate that these enemies aren't really dropping anything. If memory serves, that's the way out.
Did you hear that? It sounded like... No. It couldn't be.
I didn't hear crap, lady.
Sai, what's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris. I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan. Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to find him and get him out of there. We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do. But first, we need to find a way out of here. I don't care what else they throw at us. Nothing is going to keep me from helping Sai.
As much as I feel... Oh shit, hello. As much as I feel like looking for stuff with the hopes of finding a recipe, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Ow. Stop running. Now, I have beat the storyline mission up until, like, the last two missions. And I put the last 2 missions in quotations because they're not really missions per se. They just let you go to the other side and fight as them.
Lyris, child. Are you all right?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Manimarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of her. And she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred. What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held? Then we must locate him before Manimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Manimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser. As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. But to find the amulet, we must first locate Sai Sahan. For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on. Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right. Farewell.
Well, I'm actually going to leave this video here because I feel like I'm almost to like 40 minutes. And I don't want to make these videos too long because then they're going to get boring and redundant. So I'm going to leave this video here. When I pick up the next video, I will go through my inventory and kind of do my inventory check and whatnot. So thank you for watching and have a nice day.